Imagine being so petty you tank a whole TV show worth millions just because someone took a picture with your op. Actually, don't imagine. Just look at 50 Cent right now. But hold up, we're not here to talk about that picture. We're here because Young Buck just dropped a bomb that might change everything. See, to understand why Buck's warning has 50 shaking, we need to roll it back a few months. October 2024. Big Meech walks out of prison after serving 15 years, and everyone's thinking it's about to be all love between him and 50. And why wouldn't it be? 50's been running BMF, turning Meech's story into one of the hottest shows on TV, and, not to mention, making millions off his name in the process. Everything seemed perfect. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember when your parents told you not to count your chickens before they hatch? Well, 50 probably wishes someone had given him that advice. Because just when he thought he had the BMF empire on lock, that's when things really started falling apart. First, there was the Rick Ross situation. Big Meech, fresh out of prison mind you, decides to link up with one of 50's biggest ops for a welcome home concert in Florida. And if you know anything about 50, you know he takes that kind of stuff personal, like career-ending personal. But instead of just throwing shade on Instagram like usual, 50 went nuclear. He posted a picture of a rat on Instagram with the caption that read, "I think I'm Big Meech." Then he dropped a bomb about Tammy Cowan, writing, "The biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cowan. Her tell-all docu reveals the truth." So he was basically calling Big Meech a snitch, right there for the whole world to see. Ross then entered the chat, and let's just say he had nothing nice to say.
You took a picture with Rick Ross. Put your back against the wall and just slide down.
And here's where the plot thickens. While all this was going down, the BMF empire started crumbling from within. 50 unfollowed Lil Meech on Instagram. Lil Meech then reached out to 50, trying to explain his point of view. "I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only showed you love and loyalty. F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts." 50's response? Cold as ice. "What next season, little ninja?" Just like that, he was threatening to end the whole show. Even the game jumped in, clowning Lil Meech for not standing with his father. And just when everyone thought things couldn't possibly get any messier, Young Buck decided to enter the chat. On February 9th, he dropped a video congratulating Meech for getting you of jail. And man, you already know 50 wasn't about to let that slide either. Next morning, he hit back in a now-deleted post. "This fool fell out with me because he liked boys. I didn't tell him to go loving on a tranny he couldn't resist like that bissy." That the thing. 50 knows exactly where to hit Buck where it hurts, bringing up that old catfish story from 2021 that he just won't let die. Now, you might be thinking, why should 50 care what Young Buck thinks? But remember, Buck isn't just some random stranger. He's someone who knows where all of 50's skeletons are buried. He was there during the G-Unit days. He watched 50 build his empire. And most importantly, he knows exactly how 50 operates when he feels threatened. And threatened is exactly how 50's looking right now. Because while he's busy trying to control the narrative, Big Meech is out here making moves. Rick Ross is already talking about a big-budget BMF movie. And word on the street is, this is just the beginning. But before we get into what happened next, and trust me, it gets even crazier, let's be clear about one thing. In this world of street politics and entertainment beef, nothing is ever what it seems. When Young Buck dropped that warning, 50 Cent could have played it cool, could have let it slide. But instead, he chose violence. Meanwhile, Big Meech is moving different. While 50's throwing social media tantrums, Meech is out here building alliances that could flip the whole game. Think about it. This man walked out of prison and immediately started making power moves that got 50 so rattled that he's willing to burn down his own TV show. But what really got people talking is the timing of it all. Just when 50 thought he had the BMF story locked down, Meech starts showing up everywhere except in 50's corner. And we're not just talking about pictures. We're talking about a whole new BMF movie that Ross is planning. The streets are watching, and they're picking sides. You've got Lil Meech caught in the middle, trying to play both sides, but learning the hard way that, in 50's world, there's no such thing as neutral ground. And that's what's got everyone nervous. This isn't just about a TV show anymore. It's not even about the pictures or the social media posts. This is about power, about legacy, and about what happens when the narrative you thought you controlled starts telling itself. So here we are, watching 50 Cent, the master of beef, the king of pettiness, look looking shook for the first time in years. Because while he's busy trying to control the narrative, Big Meech is out here showing that some stories can't be controlled. And Young Buck, he's just saying what everyone's thinking. Quit playing before this game gets too real. The question isn't whether 50's scared. The question is, should he be? Drop your thoughts below on who you think is going to come out on top in this situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest developments in this ongoing story.